Hello, this is Andrew with $1million.bike, and this is a set of Wheelsfar or Farsports Hyper wheels. It's the 50 millimeter by 30 or 31 wide with a DT 240 EXP hub, or at least that's what should be in the box. We're going to go ahead and open it up. I like to do the full unboxing for wheels, especially when they come from China, because not every manufacturer packages everything the same way. So let's have a look at how Wheelsfar did these. So I ordered these in early November. It's early December, so it took about a month. I ordered these as part of Farsports or Wheelsfar Black Friday thing that they do like a week or two before actual Black Friday. So they did a great job taping that. And of course I am slightly not working quite right. So it takes me a little bit more. Here we can see, this is what it looks like. Packaged well, box is nice. Put those there so I don't stab myself. There's the wheels are individually wrapped in this like foam wrapper thing with a spacer in here. Let's go ahead and get the spacer out. Now, when you give a double set, you have to pull them out together because the free hub's almost always in the spokes of the front wheel. Here we go, that was easy. So here we go. I'm just going to pull these apart. You can see so the free hub would have been inside, where the free hub was inside the spokes. So let's go ahead and get these out carefully. So I would have liked to see a little bit more protection on there. Obviously nothing happened, so it wasn't too bad. Or I can't complain about it. Inside, here we have these little stoppers. These are great. You want to keep these because when you travel with a bike, you can put them in the bag to keep the disc hubs or keep the rotors from getting smashed by TSA. Little drain hole there. They tape these, which is new. I haven't seen that before on their rims with the little Farsports thing. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I might take that off. All right, this wheel looks pretty good. All the spokes are installed the right way. The 240, you probably can't see that, but the 240 logo is right in line with the spoke hole, which is what it ought to be like. Let's go ahead and look at the front wheel. Here again, this guy, I'm going to keep that. 240 logo, here's the valve hole. Spokes look good, both sides. So what I really like about these wheels, and what I really like about a lot of these Chinese wheels, is that they don't have holes in here, which means you don't have to run rim tape. There are two benefits to that. One is that you're not adding rim tape weight. The other, let me show you a wheel here. This is a set of Bontrager Aeolus Pro 51. They came with the TT bike. I'm actually selling these, replacing them with these. I got suckered into riding some 28s recently, and I really enjoyed it. It kind of bothers me that they're slower than a 25, but they're much more comfortable. So I'm gonna I went and bought another set of rims because the thing I don't like about taped tubeless is that the tape comes off, and if you get a puncture and you put a tube in there, the tube sometimes will get sticky and rip the tape off, and then you got to do all that maintenance. And there's a trade-off involved between this approach and this approach. If you ever break a spoke on a taped rim, it's a lot easier to fix it because you just take the tape off and get right to the nipple in here. Whereas if you break a spoke here, you have to feed the nipple through the valve using like magnets and things. So it's a lot more involved, but I'm never going to do that. I'm going to let somebody who builds wheels fix that for me. And that's a much less common thing than doing the taping and maintenance around that. On the rims that I have that I run taped, I usually, when I was running those all the time, I usually ended up changing the tape every year or something, unless I got a puncture, in which case I wasn't super careful about getting the tube out there right away. And even when I was, sometimes it would still rip the tape off. Anyway, it was a pain. So I much prefer these no holes kind of rims to the hold kind of rims, but that's a personal preference kind of thing. All right, so let's get some measurements on this guy. External is 31.5 at the widest point of the rim. Right where the bead or the tire interfaces with it, it is 30.2. The inside here is 24 even, and the depth here is 50.1 millimeters. Let's get the weight, starting with the rear wheel. We have 744.5 grams. Grab the front. And that's 647.5 grams. And now let's stack them up. And I get 1392 even. So 1,392 grams for the whole set. I'm very pleased with that. The Bontrager wheels here, I want to say that they're about 15 something with the tape on them. I'll put the numbers up for comparison. And let's go put them on the truing stand and see what we got. We're going to start with the side-to-side true, the lateral true. So we're going to look in this space here, kind of looking down into the white there. Keeping in mind that there is a little sticker on here that kind of makes a little strange effect as it passes by. And give it a spin, just watch that. And that is almost perfect. That's fantastic. Oh, let's bring it down a little bit. And then we'll tighten it up underneath here. So we can look at the radial. True, now we're going to look at this space. And there's a little bit of wobble there. A little tiny bit. Nothing that concerns me at all. All right, let's grab the front wheel. I would rate that as excellent. As front wheel's in, we're going to start this time with the radial true. Again, looking at this space between the arm and the rim. Right here. There's a little tiny bit, but again, nothing that is in any way concerning. Let's open that up. Bring that in line with the edge here. Now we're looking at this space. That is also excellent. Visually, everything looks awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get some spoke tensions so that we can see how even that is, and then we'll come back and discuss that. All right, so spoke tension has been measured, and I put a tire on both of these guys. I'm going to throw the spoke tension numbers up around here somewhere, both as the raw numbers and then a radar chart, so you can kind of see how it looks. The TLDR here is that I wish they were better. There's more variance here, and they deviate from the 5% from mean number more frequently than I would like to see. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's just a thing to be aware of. I will measure it again when I do the full review. Sometimes putting a tire on there and pressurizing it and riding around and stuff changes things in a good way. Sometimes the opposite happens. So we'll have a look at that. Just something to be aware of. I wish they were better. Let's measure this tire. This is a Continental GP 5000 STR. This is a 28C tire. It's important to understand that you cannot run the 25C version of this tire on this rim. It is not supported. The inner width of the rim here is too wide. I think the max for the 25 is 23 millimeters or something like that. I don't know if there are any 25C tires that are supported on a rim with a 24 millimeter internal width. These were super easy to mount, although I did use the technique with the wax and everything that I made a video about recently. They went on really easy, even though it's a little bit harder to mount a tire with 1.5 hands instead of 2. But yeah, they went right on. Didn't have to take the valve core out even, so that was perfect. So let's get the width measurement here. And I have 29.8 millimeters, and this is at 65-ish PSI. It's a little bit more than I would probably run it myself. I think I usually run around 62, 63 PSI. I'm about 69 and a half, 70 kilos, something like that. I don't know that you'd ever want to run these more than like 75-ish. That'd probably be the max for if you're a much heavier rider. And then obviously you'd want to decrease that as you go down. Let's quickly get just a height measurement here. And that's 29.2 millimeters. So I am pleased with that. Obviously I'd like it to be closer to 28 because it is 30-ish around where the tire meets the rim, but it's 31 something in this section here on the rim. So even at 30 millimeters, slightly under 30 millimeters, you should still be fine with like an aerodynamic optimization perspective. This is just the first look. So come back, full review, when I get a chance to put some miles on it. Hopefully it's a warmer winter. We're supposed to have a warm winter. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. If you did, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I will get to them as soon as I can. Thanks.